The major markets ended lower last week as the first half of 2018 came to a close. Markets began the week on a low note as new concerns on relations with China emerged. The Wall Street Journal reported that the Treasury Department was considering new rules that would restrict the acquisition of U.S. companies that were deemed to hold industrially significant technology if the purchasing company held at least 25% Chinese ownership. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said on Monday that the restrictions soon to be made public would not apply strictly to China, but to all countries that are trying to steal our technology, and that the Wall Street Journal's, as well as others' articles, are false, fake news. On Tuesday, President Trump said the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, or CFI-US, would be tasked with handling this initiative going forward. This news served to offer a sense of relief to the markets. Meanwhile, oil traded to a multi-year high following news that the State Department is looking to curb Iranian oil imports and reduce it to zero by November. This, combined with the news of a larger than expected draw of U.S. crude inventories, sent prices higher as the S&P Crude Oil Index ended over 8% higher. This next week is an unusually shortened trading week due to Tuesday's early close ahead of the Independence Day on Wednesday. While we celebrate our independence on the 4th, it was actually on July 2nd, 1776, that the Continental Congress voted for independence. On that day, John Adams wrote to his wife Abigail that July 2nd will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as the day of deliverance by solemn acts of devotion to God Almighty. It ought to be solemnized with pomp and parade, with shoes, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of this continent to the other from this time forward forevermore. While President Adams predicted that we would celebrate the date of the vote instead of the signing, the firework and parties he envisioned has certainly become a true American tradition.